This is just a test video for me. Just gonna see how traffic is, how it sounds. Oh. Alright, so here comes traffic. We about to see. So, like I said, this is just a test video. We finna see what's going on. I'm a little nervous. Oh, I'm still recording. So, today, YouTube, I'm finna spit game to y'all. Right now, I'm not gonna get a sunburn, because guess what? I've been eating good, healthy fats. Now, what healthy fats, what that's gonna do is, with the sun on my skin, the fats kind of help bring out all the nutrients to support my skin from not dying off. So you eat avocados, you can eat your olive oil. That's really good in anti-inflammatories, which is going to bring down anything. Say for instance you worked out and you eat olive oil with your meal. That's going to bring all the inflammation down in all the body parts that you maybe worked out, which is very, very beneficial also. Your beets, if y'all didn't know, beets, nitric oxide, it brings a lot of nutrients all together faster in your bloodstream. If you want to eat beetroots, eat it with your meal, I would say a couple hours before your workout, just to then help out bring all the nutrients into the muscle when you're breaking down the muscle fibers. Your walnuts, it says it's a DHA precursor. What a walnut is going to do is it's going to bring fats all throughout your body, right? Another good healthy fat is walnuts, especially for your brain. Because when you eat fatty fish, your sardines, your mackerel, your salmon, omega-3s, right? Your omega-3s and your DHA are gonna link up together, create a stronger bond of fat. Say, like me, I already worked out, I'm feeling good, I broke down a lot of muscle fibers. What I'm gonna do is when I go home, I'm gonna eat sardines, I got some herring and olive oil, and I got some cashews. If you didn't know, also with cashews, it's gonna bring a lot of nutrients right back into your muscle, your bloodstream that you need, that you lost in the sweating process. So the thing is that you have to keep in mind is, on certain workouts, you also gotta look at how your body is adapting to that workout. You know, overall things you can also pinpoint in your workout depending on how you look in the after all. Like right now, I'm just walking around the neighborhood. So you see me, I'm kind of like sculpted all over, but that's only because of my nutrition, locked in with the consistency of what I'm doing. There's game in this nutrition. The thing that people get wrong though with eggs is they think it has a lot of cholesterol. You don't really look into eggs and know if it has good or bad cholesterol. You just think of it being bad because of what people are saying. So with eggs being high in good cholesterol, you do tend to maybe go a little lower in the amount that you eat, maybe per week. But that's also why there's so many different things you can eat during the week. You know what I mean? So you really got to think about this in depth. What your body does, what it uses, at what times is it gonna heal, what times are you gonna use your protein, what time is your body gonna use your carbs. There's a lot of stuff that you need to think of while working out, while resting, while eating, while just going out, doing whatever you need to do. You constantly need to think about your body, because guess what your body does when you go to sleep? It don't turn off. It stays on. For my whole life has been on, and it's never turned off. Now I can say with nutrition, at a younger age, you want to be giving your teenagers, your kids, some omega-3s, and you want to give it to them in good sources. Your fishes, your fatty fishes. The thing that you also have to know is You don't always have to work out to grow, like how we was always little babies and growing up to adults now with our bone structure, our everything. And just look at me. Like, come on now, you can't beat this. And the thing is, like I said, you got game in this knowledge. You got knowledge in this game. You can't just want to work out and forget about every single thing you probably thought you wanted to do when you're working out. You can't just see everything on the commercials and say, oh, I want that after I'm gonna work out. I want this because it sounds so good. Come on now, after you work out, you really gotta think, this is not something I wanna give myself to eat. No, you really gotta think, if I broke down every muscle fiber in my body that I'm using for my workout, my arms, my back, my fingers, my wrists, my legs, my calves, my back, my spine, just every single thing. You really got to think, what am I also going to be putting into it to then help it recover faster? You know, you got to really think about this stuff. It's not something you could just overthink and forget about. When you're 50, 60 years old, when your body's actually being able to use its bone structure to help you throughout your life, you're going to be falling. You're going to be like the commercials with Life Alert. You're going to be breaking your hip walking upstairs. Like, come on now, you really got to be thinking about what kind of bone structure you want now as a younger person to help yourself out in the long run. And listen, another thing. Oh, Lord help me. You really got to think, when you're messing with your body like this, on this type of level where you're working out, you're breaking down your muscle fibers, but you're also helping recover yourself with all the nutrients you need. You really got to think, every single part of my body is also recovering on its own cycle. I'm just speeding it up, helping it out, and then letting it recover, and then going by this day. You also got to think down to the cellular level, down to when you're gonna have a family, and you're thinking about that type of environment that you want to put yourself into, where you want kids. You really got to think, okay, what did I do as a younger jit to then help myself out to have healthy kids? You can't just play this randomly at a later day and then think and hope for the best. You really got to think about this now, because when you bring your 12 or 23 chromosomes each per parent, or whatever, chromosomes, or you really got to think about this stuff on that type of time, you know, like wow, like this is so cool that I can also make sure my kids, not even born yet, are healthy. I can make sure at their later age with what I'm doing now are gonna be good. Their bone structure, their mass, their brain function, all your senses that you use throughout your day, throughout your life, it can be good starting now. But you can't just want to fast forward. You have to take it slow. You have to know what you go into this, why you're doing it, what you need to recover, what all you need to break down, you know? So it's just, give yourself some time to get knowledgeable first, like I've done. Then use that knowledge to your benefit. Look at me. I can work out, have a good pump, not have to eat nothing, and my body's already recovering from all the nutrients it already stored up. It's using its own ecosystem, if you will. So it's like I can eat after a good workout to also help benefit my body's breakdown, but it's not necessary. I don't really need it. But I know with a good workout, you're using all your stuff. You're using all your stored stuff that you're using for your workout. You got to think about this stuff. You can't forget about it because it's very, very beneficial. Like I said, when you want to go take a drive, you put gas in your car. You make sure the tire has pressure. You make sure you got all your things, your license, your registration. When you go outside to get the mail, you're not thinking not one bit about your own body. Could I fall right now? Can somebody push me on the ground and I break an arm? If I need to do anything with my body, how am I able to function in that type of time? So right now, if I gotta go all the way home and I gotta run a little bit, my body's gonna love it. It's already asking for something, and if I run a little bit, my body's still gonna be able to use up stuff. Now, if I run, I know my body's using a lot of stuff because a lot of what you need to take care of is in your legs and your heart, at least. So you need to start taking care of stuff like that. So with this review, this is the Harmless Harvest coconut water, organic. If you didn't know, organic, one ingredient. We'll just do one little taste test. Actually forgot. You have to take a sip now. Coconut water. So it's pink, but it says because it has varying antioxidant levels that it could possibly cause a different color. Hey, I don't mind it. It is a good taste. I would say I wouldn't mind drinking this on occasion, but it just has it's almost like that lingering cereal taste that you will get at the bottom of the bowl. It's pretty good. I don't mind it. Like I say, it's something I have to get used to, but I like it. I would recommend it to somebody. The thing that's good about some coconut water, if you didn't know, on the back, on the nutrition levels right here, on the very bottom, it has some nutrients. It has calcium, potassium, phosphorus, and magnesium. The calcium per this whole bottle is 8% of your daily value, which is good. Your potassium is 25% of your daily value. That is very good. Same with phosphorus, 25%, and magnesium is 10%. So you know, you're just sipping this throughout the day, replenishing everything you're losing after you use your restroom, or if you're sweating, or just overall if you don't even have enough. This is what's gonna get you by. Coconut water. Something like this, it does kind of keep me going throughout the day, just to help me out during work, or if it gets a little hot, I know I already got nutrients in my system to help me out. Since I worked out yesterday, my body's still asking for stuff, which I'm giving it nutrients in this kind of way, liquid form, so that way it's going in, coming out easy. Yo, so right now we on lunch break. I'm going to Speedway. It's a far little walk, but I try to do it every time we go to lunch. I try to do it every time, and now and then, just to go to lunch to get some sun on my skin, and then just to maybe just get your thoughts right.